not finished my soup, but I ate enough of the soup that now it's a good snack to have like on the side because I could just like drink it in my mug. Squeaky chair, activate. Hopefully we're not gonna struggle with that much longer, because here I'm getting like a little armband that should help in the sense that I won't have to move so much on my little chair. But yeah, it's just me tonight apparently. I mean, it is Monday. Something had to like be bad, go array. Not bad necessarily. I don't mind streaming on my own for a little bit. There we go. Yo, meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Did the posting stuff. Just a second, everyone. Gotta do a little something first. Gotta clicky clacky the clicks. But I am right here in my prison. Just a second. Click clack, click click click, clack clack clack. Beep boop. Boop boop bop. Beep boop boop beep. There we go. That's good, that's good, that's good. Finish prepping the other stuff. Split mode, beep bop boop. Just so I can fix the VRB, because I do need to change the starting soon to the VRB. I always have to. There we go. Done did that. Can go back to that. You guys didn't even have to see none of that. Bam. I'm here. I'm just gonna talk a little bit before I start. I need to do some, you know how it is, I need to do some warm-ups and stuff. I'm good though. But yeah. I'll probably repeat this if anyone shows up, but let me tell you right now, main reason why I'm starting so late, I have a sinus headache. Let me preface with that. I had a sinus headache. Fix that. I fixed it. But like, yeah, spring will do that to you. On a Monday. Yay! Hello, Modi! Hello! Thank you for stopping by! Thank you for stopping by, my boy! How you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I'm drinking soup. Yeah. Stream on Monday because I do have to finish some commissions, to be fair. To be extremely fair. Okay, click clack, all the clicky clacks. A coupon. Ooh, a coupon. That's good. Where are you gonna get with it? Do you already know what you're gonna get, or are you saving it? How long does it last? How much is the coupon for? I have regained the use of my hand. Yeah. Let me just move down. Ah! Too much. There you go. So that was pesos for or expensive sushi. Yeah! Grocery store sounds nice because that means it's money you don't have to spend later. But also sushi is a pretty good deal, honestly. I know I'm not invited to a sushi bit just because I eat too much sushi. I am a sushi vacuum. I will clean up the sea. Let's see. Wah, wah. Let me welcome you properly, Maori, because no one else is here. It's fine, because that means, you know, a special welcome to the people who see the VOD later and stuff. Yeah. This one's for you, boys. This one's for you. This one's all for you. Welcome! Thank you for tuning into my space waves. Sorry for the noise in the background. My ship is doing a thing. Welcome to my UFO Unrestricted Fun Online. Welcome, Earthlings, Ricos, and the like to my spaceship. It's me, Pera, like the fruit. And like the fruit, I change in spring. Unlike the fruit, the change I go through is not blossoming, but it is sinus. I get sinusitis. Help. Christ. I hope everyone's having a good evening, night, evening, wherever you are tonight, and if you aren't, I hope the silly encounter of the fourth kind will cheer you up a bit. It's Commission Bunny! It's okay, we'll live. We'll work through it. We can do it. I gotta do some work. I gotta deal with my allergies. I already took my anti-allergic, so like I'm doing better. I'm doing a little better, I think. You're in fact not. Yeah, I figured. That's okay. I respect that. I understand. I know what I am. Sushi's so good, dude. I just can't eat a lot of it. I just can eat a lot in general, but sushi is like, I don't know, maybe it's because the portions are small. Let me get out of this prison and into my spot. Hang on. Beep boop bop, boop boop beep, beep boop boop bop. Barp. Out of my prison. And then boop, and boop, and shmoop, and bloop, and there I am. Now let me just, where is my paint? There you are. Yeah. I don't think you guys can hear it, but there's like an appliance in the background. But I saw the levels of the microphone and stuff, and it didn't show, so good. I'm glad. Yeah. I'm gonna do some warm up. A very, very tiny, very quick warm up because I do have a lot to do, and I started late because I have a sinus infection like usual. It's better now, but I did have a sinus like headache, so I had to like wait until my medication did its thing, and I didn't suffer. But that was a whole thing. That was a whole thing right there. So yeah. Also, like taking medication always makes me a little sleepy. Not necessarily, not necessarily anti-allergics. I feel like my body has gotten used to anti-allergics at this point, and I don't necessarily feel sleepy when I take antihistaminics, you know? But, I don't know, there's something about being sick and taking medicine that just makes me sleepy. But yeah. So, hang on a second. Just a second. Just a schmeggin. Just a whackin'. There you go. But yeah. Honestly, It's not the best Monday I've ever had, but it's not the worst Monday. Boop, boop. I really need to oil this chair and like adjust it again. I think it's gotten like desajustado again. How do you say that in English? This is not like tight, untight. Flojo, like how do you say that? Damn, English is so dumb. Actually, I'm very curious about that. My ADHD has been picked. Hang on, I need to. No, because if I search for flojo, it's gonna look for lazy and not what I'm looking for. Actually, aflojado. I'm in the information age. To drop, to ease off. Nope, that's not it. Come on. Loosen. Ah, the screws have been loosened. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, the screws on my chair are a little loosened because it's a pretty cheap chair. I just bought it because it was green and cheap. It's a green chair. I like it. I like green. Sue me. But like, yeah, cheap chair for I think $2. It was green. I could have bought one for, no, it was less than $2. No, it was $2. I think it was $2 around-ish $2. There was a cheaper one that was exactly the same model, but it was a black chair. And you know what? For $2, I might as well have a chair that I do like. Honestly, considering everything that it costs me, what? How much does this stupid chair cost me? I'm having to do the conversion and in my head is the thing. 400 pesos. $1 is 24-ish pesos, 25-ish. Sometimes it's 28, but lately I think it's 24. Right? But yeah, it's just a mesh chair for 400 pesos. How much is 400 pesos in like dollars? Let me use my math brain. I'm making this where's my phone? I'm making this, found it. I'm making this complicated equation in my head. It just needs a second. Imagine all the you know, the numbers from the meme of like, what is it? Wonderful Mind? What the fuck is it, Rayman? No, that wasn't it. What is it? The one with the woman with all the equations in front of her face. You know the one. Well, it's me. I'm doing that. Imagine that I'm doing that. Oh, shit. Divided by 2. Yeah, I'm making a little drawing of my chair. Why not? I'm talking about it. Might as well. I think my internet is doing a little better today because again I have a nifty trick that whenever one of the Wi-Fi networks is starting to act up, I go to the next one. I only have 2, right? But like I go in between them depending. So it was like $10. So it's a $10 chair, and I've had it now for what? When did I buy this? 2023, 22, something like that. I've had it for a while. Like it for 400 pesos. Listen, that was kind of a tongue twister. For for 400 pesos, which is again $10 ish, more or less, right? It's not bad. I don't feel. I feel like it's a good amount for what it is. And it's pretty comfy. The only thing right now that has like kind of wore out is this cushion, like, you know, the cushion where my butt goes. That's the only thing that has worn out. It's actually pretty, for me, for my needs, it's actually pretty ergonomic. I appreciate the, you know, the back, the back of it. I like that the little like hand armrests are low enough that they don't mess with my desk and stuff. It's honestly a pretty okay chair. Like it's not bad at all, especially for the price that I bought it for. And it's green. Again, for like $1 or $2, I got it green. It was maybe $9 on black, and I wanted green. You know, because it matches with my room. My room has green walls, like my the room where I work. This is not my office room, I guess. Listen, house big, might as well use all of the space, so I have kind of like an office room. Oh, she's kind of like this. She kind of looks like this. Again, it's just a mesh chair, but it's pretty good. I built it myself. I do need to tighten the screws a little bit. Also, this green does make it more ergonomic. No, it's an office chair. I purposely chose an office chair, not a gaming chair, because I wasn't gonna be resting on the back, on the rest, right? I wasn't gonna be resting on the back too much, and I knew that anything that would be touching my neck would be annoying, first of all, and second of all, like, I'm gonna be drawing more than anything, and I very rarely put my back, like, on the backrest, just because, like, just because that kind of messes up my posture. Because I either sit very nicely, you know, to draw, or I sit like a goddamn gremlin, but in a way that doesn't mess me up. Sometimes, like, if I'm in my desk, I'm more like, who's talking to me? They always do this. You guys always do this. Everyone chooses to always talk to me when I'm on stream. Stop it. It's just my friend being supportive. God damn it. Goddamn supportive friends. Kind souls. Anyway, usually if I'm sitting on my desk, which I'm not right now because I'm like on my tiny stupid chair, which, good news, that's gonna change soon, hopefully. With the help of a couple friends, and by that I mean like my partner and Anthony, who single-handedly saved my knees. My knees as in my knees, as in the part of my kneecaps, not my knees, as in the kid of my sister. None of my siblings have kids. My point is, I'm looking for an ergonomic arm for my tablet. Oh, you know what didn't change? Yeah, you're right. That sure did not change. Thank you, Maudi. Green does make it more ergonomic, by the way. I was acknowledging that and I got lost in the sauce, but like, it does make it more ergonomic. You're absolutely right. That's part of the reason too. Listen, if I'm gonna be on a cheap chair anyways, might as well be one that I like, right? Like, that shouldn't be controversial. For $1? Well, it wasn't $1, it was like $2, but still. For $2? But yeah, the only thing that has like worn out a little bit is the cushioning on like the underbrow. And I could just like put a pillow under it, like a drop pillow, right? That should be fine. I accidentally touched something that I shouldn't have. Oops, my bad. Are you not Hello. Hey, there we go, connected. I think I might just have to... Here's the thing, I think I forgot to... Yeah, I definitely forgot to delete the cache on the... on XSplit. For some reason, that's the only thing that has been helping a little bit in terms of like the chat. I think it could be nothing, it could be confirmation bias, but like, yeah. Anyway, my point was, whenever I'm sitting on my desk, which is not while I'm streaming because I don't have any way to do that yet. I'm working on it. It's how red cars are faster. Yes! You're absolutely right. That is how that is. Anyway, but like usually if I'm in my desk, I'm usually like this, like fully down on the rest with my leggies up, like this. My screen here, my other screen here, my tablet and or controller. Here's the keyboard and stuff. I do this. Why? Because I have my legs down all of the time and this feels comfy, honestly. It's my desk. I'm allowed to have my feetsies up there. I'm gonna take a slurp of my soup. It's not great soup. Isa, hello! Welcome to stream. Thank you for stopping by. I was talking about how I'm a gremlin that puts my feet on my desk like this. And how I got a neat green chair forever ago that still works. For like, and I got it for like 10 bucks forever ago. I think at the time it wasn't 10 bucks. I think at the time it was like something like what? Maybe 13 or 14 bucks. Like it wasn't a lot different in terms of like price. But it was a little more expensive than it is now. You know, the values change and it's been like 2 or 3 years since I got it. But yeah, it's still holding good. Again, just need to tighten the screws again and junk. I'm gonna get started to work. I forgot what I was talking about before this, but I'm not even gonna save this. This is just like very much warm up, fully warm up. Hello. Oh, it's your birthday! Yeah, I bet. Happy birthday, Isa! Happy birthday! Yippee! Happy birthday, Isa! I hope you enjoy it. I'm glad you're enjoying your birthday. And yeah, it makes sense. Nut is probably like tired, right? Like I know they have I know Nata has like the night shift. What? What did I click? What? What? IBIS? IBIS paint? Son, my son! IBIS paint, are you okay? What the hell was that? That was weird. What was that? Oh, my other... That's right, I did do this on stream. Nice. Yep. And I think I'm gonna be able to finish this today. I think. Maybe. We'll see. It's turning... This pose, it's turning a bit more complicated than I expected. But I think I can totally do it. The problem is this arm. That I don't know how to properly go through it. I'm gonna redline this myself and see if I can find an easier way to do this. But yeah, I am gonna work on this pose first because the other two drawings that I have for this too like are pretty simple. They're front views of like themselves. I just wanted like a full picture of like their outfits and junk, right? Okay, so I'm gonna canvas. Get rid of the other junk here. So this is not one layer. I'm just gonna erase these bad boys over here because I don't need them at the moment. Are you still there? What the hell? Ah. There. You will. And I do some redlining for this. I think I'm gonna work from farther away so I don't have to so I don't become too comfortable. But yeah, it's my godfather's birthday tomorrow. Everyone is having birthdays. Stop having birthdays. I was gonna say Modis is coming soon, but not really. But kinda, but not really. But kinda, but not really. Red lining. Oh. Yeah, it's not the. That's most definitely not the brush I was supposed to be using. That's for sure. I know it's never gonna fucking happen, but God, I hope someday, I hope they move Procreate to PC. I know that they're never gonna do it, but like, that would be so nice. Procreate is just simple like that. It's not my favorite program by far, but it's the most cohesive one for sure. Like, it's the most comprehensive one, I would say. I said I wasn't gonna zoom in. Focus. Hi, Anthony! Hello! I was just praising you for saving my niece! Anthony saved my niece, everyone! Everybody thank Anthony! I don't have my niece saving equipment yet. I'm still browsing. Mostly because I want to buy a good like ergonomic arm for the tablet, because this old girl, this bad boy right here weighs something like 10 kilos, which is I think 22 libras. How do you say that? Libras, but it's like libras. Libras is in Spanish. Libras? Libras? It's not pounds. What the what's a libras? Doesn't matter. My point is 10 kilos. And for something to carry 10 kilos, it needs to be a little hefty. But also, I don't want to buy an Ergotron, because an Ergotron is like $800, and I am not spending $800 on an ergonomic arm for a tablet that is a billion years old, and I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. Hopefully a long time. I love this girl, but you know what I mean. Like, she already has a couple dead pixels. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take. But yeah, it's pounds. What do you fucking mean that libs is pounds? What? What? Oh, no, back up. What do you mean this is pounds? Why is it not a P? I hate this! What the hell? What do you mean? Like, it's bad enough that they use pounds instead of the metric system. That's bad enough on its own. What? And now you're telling me? Freaks, this is really excited to. Hang on. But yeah, I'm also checking. I want to move past that. I can't. I'm gonna get really mad. I'm gonna get extremely mad about it. Sorry, I was distracted because I mentioned I made a mistake. I mentioned dead pixels on my pewter, and now I'm checking what's a spot and what's a dead pixel. Not on my pewter, sorry, on my tablet. And there's a few more than there was before. I hope she makes it through the year. Like, there's definitely a few. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. She's hefty. She's doing good. But yeah. I'm struggling so much this stupid arm. Because, like, half of it is in perspective and the other half is just like, how would I do this? Well, I think my problem is that the elbow would be visible. The imperial system is dumb. It sure is, baby! I'm okay with pounds. What I can't stand is the feet inches system. That is true. That is also true. Honestly, I hate all of it. Like, the metric system is so, like, intuitive. Like, the elbow would be. That's the problem with articulations, with joints that are this flexible. Like, when you're gonna draw them, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. This would be, like, the joint. Maybe I can do something with that. Oh, whoops. But like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm looking for a good ergonomic art for the lady, but I don't want to spend $800 on an ergotron because like. Also, the ergotron is not supposed to be $800, but the fact that I would have to ship it over because they don't sell it here, that would cost me $800. Doesn't matter. My point is, I've been looking into good ones that should do the job, and I'm also looking into an arm for the microphone so I can, like, whenever I'm playing games, instead of having to play on my tablet, which I'm sure is not helping at all to the lifespan of my girl. That is like indeed a fucking dead pixel. That is a dead pixel. Sorry, I was looking at it, but yeah. I'm gonna be able to just play it on my normal monitor. I'm just gonna be able to click and move it over, which is good because most of the games just want to open on that monitor anyway. So, two birds, one stone. Also, the microphone arms I've been seeing, which are okay, they're not like super high quality, but I don't need anything high quality. I just need something that it's you know, mobile, flexible, right? The ones I've been looking at, they also come with a super ass cheap what is it called, console, right? Like audio console, and like I've been wondering because a lot of that it's just the same price for one shitty audio console and a shitty microphone, plus the arm, which is what I'm looking for, and the pop filter and junk. It's pretty much the same price, so I might as well just buy that. Like, I'm probably not gonna use it, I don't think, but having an extra microphone sounds like a good idea in case this one conks it. Just so it gives me enough time to like buy another one, you know? It's about smart. But yeah, thank you, Anthony. Anthony single-handedly saved my knees because now, after I get that, I won't have to fucking deal with this bullshit anymore with this stupid table like touching my knees and the sole of my feet just like being stuck under it. Yeah, I think that was my mistake. That I was for some reason putting the elbow like that way when it should probably be this way, like towards the camera, right? I think. Yeah, like that, which means the fold on the clothes would be there. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Again, it's the wacky thing about like joints that are this flexible. It's a little insane. I feel like it's because no other part of our bodies is this like poseable. Except maybe our hands, but even our hands, like our fingers, right? Our fingers cannot like turn like this. Right? They turn like this. Like they can only go down like or upwards. But your elbows and your elbows, your wrist, your shoulder more than anything, I would say. Not so much your elbow, but like your shoulder more than anything. Like it can rotate like this and like this like this. So like I think it becomes harder to visualize sometimes. Same with the wrist. The wrist is also like kind of a fucking mess. It's not as bad as the shoulder. The shoulder is it's a marble. But like yeah. I do wonder if our shoulders, because I feel like I've seen a lot of mammals' shoulders. I would have to ask this to Nat or Kami someday, but I feel like a lot of mammals' shoulders like are also very mobile, and I wonder if it's because it's supposed to be like for walking, right? Because we all come from quadrupeds, right? So I do wonder if it's that mobile because like, you know, evolution or whatever, and we just kept that mobility because it was useful, or even like evolutionarily improved on it because it was like useful to have that in our shoulders for our, you know, our hands. And I wonder if that's the case. If that's why they are so flexible. I'm gonna go with blue now because I wanna be able to in my head differentiate the clothing a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, I always find interesting. I just found the human body super interesting. It's fun to ramble about that. What was I saying before that? I don't fucking remember, it's okay. Oh yeah, I was thinking Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. But yeah, I'm working on that. I'm still browsing. For the things I need. I already have a shopping list. That might be that one, but I want to check. I want to triple check especially for the ergonomic arm for the tablet, because again, I want to make sure it can take the weight of the tablet, and that I don't need to buy an extra like VESA, you know, thing for the back, because the Syntec that I'm using, which is, in case anyone wants to look it up, again, she has a couple dead pixels, but she's a great tablet. Nico, my beloved friend, gifted it to me. It's not even second hand at this point, it's third hand because he got it second hand. But he gifted it to me, and it's a beautiful girl. It's a Cintiq. What is it? 21 UX. That's the one. There's a couple models. The one I have is the one that has like the little nubbins like this on top of, like, under the buttons. Oh no, sorry, over the buttons. Sorry, the buttons are square. Which are basically the zoom. It's the equivalent of the wheel on the mouse, right? But yeah, this is my girl. This is my beloved. But yeah, the back of it, right? The where it would get the stand. It's an older VESA like plaque that I would need, and I don't wanna spend on like something that doesn't fit, and I would have to buy like an adapter. And if I have to buy an adapter, I might as well like check and stuff like that. Zoom, yeah, you know it. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm doing all the alien like my little alien brain is doing all of the thinking about it. But I already have like mostly an idea of what I'm gonna buy. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for my knees not to hurt. I'm so excited about that. Do you understand? Like, if I pull this off, if I pull off like the setup that I want, it's a cheap one and it's fine. But if I am able to pull that off, I'm gonna be able to just like play games on my other monitor, which means that while I'm playing games, I'm gonna be able to just put my leggies on top of my desk and have my microphone still on my face because I'm just gonna extend it towards my dumb face. That's gonna be amazing. I love putting my legs on my desk. It's my second favorite activity. I'm neurodivergent and I'm gay. Listen, there's only so much I can do about sitting. Like, I have ADHD. Do you fucking think I want to sit like this? Like I'm sitting right now, which is like all of the fucking time? Absolutely not. I feel like I'm going to die. But not only that, it's that, but I'm also all snugged up under the table that I'm using. I can no longer live like this, and I'm so happy I might not have to anymore. One day, maybe I can also like get a standing desk or something like that, you know. But for now, that it's more than fucking enough for me to have like an ergo arm. My glasses almost fell. Jesus, I don't know why that happened. I looked down and they were like... I caught them though. How does that look? Hang on. Because before I commit to this, I want to make sure it looks good. I think it's still like, I think the foreshortening is not. I don't think the foreshortening is foreshortening how it's supposed to foreshorten. So I'm gonna have to keep digging on this. Maybe I should just like. The thing is, like, I don't want that to look flat, but I don't think I'm running out of options for this pose, so I might as well. I might as well just do that. I don't think I have that many options by now. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this goddamn tablet fails me. I hope she never does, but if she does, I've been thinking like, okay, like I always think about replacements and stuff that I might need, and like if she does fail me, as an emergency, I have my regular Intuos that still works fine. It's still a pretty good tablet. I don't mind working on a desktop tablet, right? On a non-display tablet. I never bothered me, but I like working on the display. It's comfortable. Working on a big canvas more than anything. I also like the fact that, like, you know, to me it's a bit more ergonomic actually than the desk one. Because with the desk one I end up moving a lot, I put it in my lap or wherever. I like having like a place that is just like big, that I can just like rest myself and that said, like in a pinch, if my girl leaves this world, I can handle that. But in the long term, I think I would want to replace like my big girl. I would probably try to get another Cintiq. Now, my plan is either buying a display tablet that is not a Wacom, because there's no fucking way I can spend that amount of money on a big display. I would probably move to Huon or whatever the fuck, Canvas, whatever the fuck, it's the new meta. Or this is my second option, look for another either refurbished or second-hand Cintiq 21 UX, because it's a pretty good tablet. Like, it's very good. I enjoy it, and it has a pretty good refresh rate. So, and it's not so expensive. It's not so expensive to buy like secondhand, even though it's not being made anymore. So like, yeah, you know, like I could try to get one. I could try to get another one if this one fails me. But you know, it's a circumstantial thing. I would have to see what my circumstances are when if better said, when the girl like gives up on me. Cool. Stop it. This time it's dad and he's sending me a picture of food. Stop it. Stop sending me a picture of food. He's making dinner this time because he's on vacation. And I always said this. And by that I mean I've never said this until now, but it feels accurate. My dad has like the heart of an Instagram teen. He loves documenting stuff like that, like picture by picture, like it would like in a fucking TikTok or whatever, right? Always has. Sorry about the yawn. Again, medicine makes me sleepy and I have to take a bit of that. Because of my allergies. I think this might work. I think this is fine. It's not what I wanted, but it's not... It works, and I don't think I need more than that. So I guess I'm just gonna deal with that. Okay. Now I'll just duplicate this layer. Get rid of that. Some top. And I'm gonna merge all of these. I'm gonna flip it again. And I'm gonna blur this so I don't go insane trying to match my sketchy lines. I'm gonna take a little bit of soup. It's noodle soup. That's why I have a fork. I already drank the soup part. I already drank the noodle part. Ew. Doesn't it always feel weird to say I drank soup? Because soup is more of a food than a drink. To me, at the very least, it feels like that. It's just me. Eat liquid, you drink it. Yes! I get that. I get that. But also, it's like the only food you do that with. It feels weird. Like, definitely I understand the argument. But also something doesn't feel right there. And I'm not sure what it is. God, I was thirsty. This salty soup. It's because it's instant soup, listen. It's not instant ramen noodles, it's instant noodle soup. Fully different, like angel hair pasta kind of noodles. But yeah, had to succumb to the noodles. Mostly just because, like, can I do blur with a special, like, layer? it's not. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my fucking salty ass noodles. Let's blur free. Gaussian blur. There we go. Hang on, I need to move my child. He's in the way. I need to check who I got this tip from. It was forever ago on Twitter. Before I left, someone did a whole like tutorial on how they did line art, and this, to me, it's very helpful when trying to clean up like sketches, because like our brain always fills in like the gaps, so blurring it like helps you like not obsess over like the difference between the sketch and the line art and stuff. Like it's pretty good advice. I still use it, but I don't remember who the fuck said it. I think that's too little. But yeah, I still use it to this day for complex poses like this, or like complex like stuff, so I don't go crazy about it, you know? Squeaky chair. And I can focus on just cleaning it up, which is what I'm gonna do now. This might be too thick. Might have to. That's better. I think I need a little bit of stabilizer action right there. Not too much. I don't like the stabilizer a lot. Not because I'm like a freak, like all those freaks that are like, oh, it's cheating. It's not cheating to fucking use the stabilizer, you freaks. But mostly because I have like very quick lines, and it does bother me to like have a little lag on it. Let me save this real quick. Oh, you guys can see it? I just got a window that it's like, thank you for using IBIS Paint! Review! Oh, like, fine. You know what? Sure! Let me review her. Why not? I use it. I use it all the time. I paid for it. Yeah. Hang on. It's my Microsoft account. Just a second. I'm doing good by IBIS Paint. Listen. I paid for it. I use it all the time, even if I complain about it. It's a very straightforward program. I might as well. I might as well do them a little solid. Why are you asking me for And then I have to go find the program. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Downloads? Hello? Oh, there you are. Write a review, sure. Done. I'll give them 4 stars. There are things they could improve. Done. Done. Did my due diligence. My due deal has been done, Dale. Dune. I would actually write a review, but I don't want to. Listen, I'm busy right now. And I will forget later, so I might as well do that. I know that we live in a society, Joker trademark, where it's a sin to write a 4-star review instead of like a 5. I get that. But also, like, there are things that do bother me about IBIS Paint, specifically the brush motor, and also the fact that there's a few things that are hidden between, like, extra premium users. It's like, I already paid for this. Why are you doing this to me? And it's very dumb shit, but it's shit that I would like to use, like, if they gave it to me. Hello, Louis. Hello, Borg. I just saw the chat. Hello. Welcome to stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? It was your birthday not that long ago. Today's Isa's birthday, though. Everyone's fucking birthday. Stop being born. Stop being born. Stop it. My godfather's birthday is tomorrow. Everyone needs to stop being born. Stop it. Reference window. There it is. Just want to make sure I'm following my own, like, design rules with this freak. There you go. Borg! Yes. What, Anthony? Anthony, is it your birthday soon? Is it your fucking birthday soon? It would be, like, I'm sick of it. I'm thinking of whose birthday is not anytime soon. Maori, I guess, but it's next month. I count it. Just because the month is almost over, even if Maori's birthday is at the end of next month. Listen, time works weird in my brain. Shut up. Why can't you freaks just be born on a normal month like me? I sprouted from the earth on May, as you should. You have missed it by 2 months. Oh, okay. Phew. See, why can't you freaks be like Anthony and be born on a normal month? I love that the only reason I'm saying that is because so many people, like, I know are, like, have their birthday now, and that kind of bothers me because it's like, I don't know, I'm doing things! sorry, I'm sniffing something. Something smells burnt. I wonder if that burnt food. I doubt it. I think it's probably just like fat that was left over on the pan or something. But there's that notorious like burnt-ish smell that I'm sniff snorfing. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little BRB because I need to refill my water bottle. I'm thirsty. So I'll be right back. I'm also gonna put some extra socks because for some reason my feetsies are cold, and I think it's because I'm cutting circulation to them because of the way I'm sitting. So can't wait to fix that. I'll be right back. Okay, but before I leave, Maud is absolutely right, though. Maud is absolutely right. People should be born on holidays. That is true. That is true. I agree with that. It would be so much easier to remember people's people's birthdays. Like whenever you're born in a month. Now your birthday is whatever like holiday is that month. And so do I declare. I'll be right back. I'm back with some water and an extra pair of socks now, so I don't freeze my feetsies. so I don't lose my feetsies to the cold. It's not even that cold today. Again, it's just I think I'm cutting circulation to them, which is not great. Again, luckily I'll be fixing that soon. like making sorry, not freely, like frills, on on sleeveys and stuff. There's a bit of a science to it. I'm not that good yet. I kind of have to like think about it. Hang on, gotta save that because he was like it was doing a little tantrum about me like zooming in, and I know that's like when it gets a little stupid. Another reason another reason why I didn't give him 5 stars, but like, nah, I know that's not necessarily IBIS' paint fault. I'm almost certain that's me, in the sense of like, again, because the tablet is old, the driver is a little old, and I think that's kind of what's doing it. Which is fine. Like, it works perfectly for the most part, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Like, it's every now and then it's a 2-second fix every time, so like, I'm not worried. Like, it doesn't bother me too much. See whatever the fuck you want. I love my big old yaoi hands. I love drawing like big spindly hands. I used to like be weird about it in the sense of like, oh no, I don't want to like make yaoi hands like like that's bad. But you know what? I like the design of like big hands, of like long hands, long spindly hands. I feel like I don't know. I like it. I think it looks good. Like, for certain designs, especially for taller, longer characters, I think it's good. Like, to me, it fits. I don't think it's great in yaoi itself, because it looks weird. Because everything else is designed like any other anime, and then you have this boy with, like, big-ass hands. But I like personally making big hands for certain, like, specific designs. Flippy, and I'm gonna clean up some of his lines. Actually, I think I made his wrist a bit too small. There you go. Yeah. This is gonna sound really stupid, and I'm only mentioning it because I have ADHD and I just thought about it. But like, this is gonna sound really stupid, but only recently I realized that guinea pigs are Qui. I didn't know that. We call them Qui here, and in other parts of like our side of the continent. quees. Because they do make like wee 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 sound. So it's a quee. Some people call them coachos, like in Spanish, coachos or conejillos de Indias, but like, and honestly, like quees, I think the superior name. I think it's spelled like this, I think. And the plural, if I'm not wrong, is like this, cuchas, quees. Okay, so my bad. I'm gonna have to open that up a little bit more because I didn't fully realize that like the angle was all fucked up. I think that's better maybe. Like here. Like that maybe. Yeah. But yeah, only recently I realized that. I don't know why it didn't click for me that like guinea pigs are quees. Like to me they were different animals in my head. I don't know why. I have no fucking clue why. I just didn't want to see the truth. I never knew anyone who had a guinea pig when they had it. Every time I knew someone who had a guinea pig, they like it died. So I never got to see a guinea pig. I don't think, like a quee. I'm gonna stop calling it guinea pig. It's a bad name. It's a quee. But I never got to see one like in person. No one I knew ever had them, and my family wasn't the kind of family to buy, not to buy or even adopt like smaller pets. We are very much a dog, like we were very much a dog family, then cat dog family. I don't know, my family has always had dogs, so like we were never the kind to like get smaller pets. The only smaller pet we got was when I was like 4, and I had a turtle that died. But sadly she died due to like an infection. It wasn't even like miscare or anything. Like it wasn't even like bad care. It wasn't a turtle. Sorry, it was a tortoise. They are surprisingly fragile. In terms of health, they're like very. They're like tortoises are surprisingly fragile in terms of health. Like very much like paper skin glass bones. Maybe you should just like cover all of it like that, but I feel like it loses a lot of dimension. I'll leave that for later. I'm not like seeing it. I want to see it. I think my problem is, again, like, I keep struggling with this arm. Even though I thought I fixed it, but I did not. Maybe more like that. Problem is, I don't wanna... Again, I don't want it to... I don't wanna flatten it. I don't think it looks bad, so I'm just... If it flattens it, it flattens it. Whatever. I can't keep, like, messing around with this. I'll never finish it. Chat's gone. Ah, dang it! Thank you! Thank you, Anthony! Hang on. It's gonna make me do the thing. I'm gonna change the music while I'm on it, honestly. Great. Let's go with Rainy Day Incantations. Why not? Hello? Yeah, it's connected. Okay. Thank you, Anthony. Chat sure is back, Anthony. Thank you so much. By the way, I have a special feature probably for Halloween and Halloweenish adjacent dates. Halloween is Mauri's birthday, by the way, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream on Halloween. I don't even know if it lands on a streaming day. Let me check because I'll be honest, I don't know. I haven't checked actually. When does it land? It actually lands on a streaming day. Dang. I might skip it if Mauri has a birthday. Then again, I don't think I'll be going to any like big not big, but like, you know, more than a couple people reunions. Maybe I can go visit Maori and like during the day. Not for any particular reason other than time, and also just the fact that I don't trust freaks to have taken their fucking COVID vaccine. Not any freaks, like people in general are just very flippant about it, and that's all fine and dandy, but I am the kind of person that will get extremely fucking sick if I get it again. Like I got warned by doctor, and I listened to doctor, you know. So yeah, if there's a lot of people in birthday, I might not be able to go just for my own safety. So maybe I'll visit, like, you know, morning, well, not morning, but you know, during the day. Got them a little present. Get Maori, my oldest friend, a little present. Yeah, if I do that, maybe I'll stream, but yeah, it depends. If Maori doesn't have like a birthday that day, then I'll definitely stream. If it has a small birthday, I won't stream. If it has a big birthday, then I'll stream. We'll see. It all depends on him. But yeah, I do have a feature for Halloween. It's a special surprise. I do need to set it up though. In the meantime, I am probably gonna be playing some Mario 64 anyways, because I do wanna, like, yeah, I'll play some Mario 64 on stream, fuck you. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, but, like, do you guys recommend any other spoopy game? I know I'm a spoopy game connoisseur, but what do you think feels, like, Halloween-y that I could play on, on the Halloween week, like, in the middle of it? Not necessarily big games, like, but you know, games. What could I play? I guess because I'm more of like an indie game spoopy game connoisseur, and not so much a mainstream spoopy game connoisseur. I don't know that much about mainstream spoopy games. I really don't have like a big I don't know that much about horror games that are not, like, extremely niche or independent. Not because I'm a hipster, but because, like, AAA games that it's what used to be, like, the scary games that you could get before. Those are expensive, and I don't have any money. Most of my life I never had any money. So, like, I have a Nintendo 64 and Nintendo consoles for like a very long time. I didn't have Resident Evil or like any of like the most well-known ones. Dead Space, I think it's a PlayStation game, right? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm not sure what could I play other than, you know, my surprise. I do have a surprise for Halloween that I need to set up. And I think people are either gonna love or hate, but I am gonna have fun, which is which is what's important. Yeah, if anyone has any like spooky game suggestions, I can't promise I'll play them, but I'll try. Like, I'll definitely give it a shot. I've been wanting to buy, what's it called? Darkwood? Maybe that's a good one for some Halloween, for some spooky action. I could, like, to make it short, I could set it up as, like, I haven't gotten Darkwood, but Darkwood is not particularly expensive, I don't think. Yeah, I think Darkwood could be a good choice. But, like, yeah, to make it a shorter Let's Play and not drag it out, because I don't feel like playing Darkwood forever. I could set it up like, I think it's like, you know, hardcore or whatever, where you die, you perma-die. My indie list is small: Amnesia, Buckshot, Roulette, Carry On, and Dusk. Yes, this count. Dusk? I don't think I've heard of that one actually. Hang on. Let me look it up. I'm curious. I know the other ones. Carry On, I've been wanting to play eventually. Same as Amnesia, but I think Amnesia I'll leave it for some other year. I'm not feeling like running around Amnesia for like 7 hours. Dusk. Okay. Dusk. Who are you? What is this? Oh, it's a first-person shooter. It's a first-person shooter. Right. It is inspired by Doom, it says. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, of course it counts. Like, normal games with horror elements also count, I think, as spooky games. I agree. My indie game list, it's a lot longer. I guess that's why I was asking if anyone like had any like mainstream stuff too, cause like I have a bunch of shit I want to play eventually, not necessarily only on like Halloween, but like, for example, that one with the bunny, what's it called again? I do have that one. I bought it like pretty much when it came out, and I haven't played it because of time. What is it called again? Hang on, because I have my one day I need to show my little stupid library, because I have the the collection names are like, yeah, favorites in the right context, but then it's like funky little stories, got time but not RPG time, I don't know where they go. Let's get deep into story, boys. Maybe stream, that's the ones I might stream. Ookie pookie eerie. Play toys with the boys, those are my multiplayers. Toolbox, that's are just tools. Then it's got Vibe in a casual style and Vibe in a little big guy style, which is casual style is just like games that you can pick up and put down, and big guy style is like more games that are a bit more that you need to be a bit more invested in. And then it's like nothing else. Oh yeah, and committing to the bit, which is like where my bad like dating sims or like silly games go to. But like, yeah, let me see. What is this game called again? Because I don't remember. Rental. That was it called. That's what she's called. Rental. I would play I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, but there's a specific run, like route on it that deals with sexual assault. And that's not great in the sense of like, it's not for my type of stream. I do skip a lot of like possible games and stuff just because they're a bit heavier, and I can kind of handle it on my own, but I don't want to have like a reaction while I'm like playing them. Not necessarily that the topics itself are triggering to me specifically, but I wanna tread carefully on that stuff, you know? Like I feel like that is fair. I want people to feel comfy here. Like for example, I feel like I could maybe play mouthwashing on stream because it's a lot more delicate on the way that it like presents all of the information, right? But even then, I personally would be so invested in like what's happened that I don't know. I don't want to have that kind of like. The problem is not having that vulnerability on like on live. The problem to me is not necessarily being like vulnerable on stream about it. It's more like because I can take care of my own feelings, right? But I don't want someone else to have a reaction and me not helping at all because I wouldn't know how to like deal with that. You know. And you know, I want this to be more or less a comforting space, even if like, even if everyone just wants to shut up. But you know what? It's just because I'm annoying, but it's not because like I'm re-traumatizing them or something. It's also because I do react very strongly to like I'm grossly empathetic. I'm not an empath. Like I'm grossly empathetic in the sense of like hyper empathetic, I guess. It's weird to describe. I don't know if anyone else goes through this, but for example, like I am the kind of person that cannot handle like suffering of other people very good, even if it's fake people. Especially like in stories it's a bit easier, like in shows and comics it's a little bit easier. Dusk was made by the same guy who made Pony Factory. Oh, Squirrel Stapler and Island Long is the same guy? Ah, that's cool as hell. I love that man. He does very cool shit. The other person I really enjoy their work is Yames. And again, the only reason I wouldn't... I'm thinking about it though, because I love Yames' games. There's something so appealing to me about the weird angle of religion as, like, normal as Abrahamic religion presented in the lens of, like, cosmic horror is extremely interesting to me. It's so... It's not necessarily unique, because I know that people have done it, but the way he does it, it's kinda nuts. I do like it. I do feel like it's an extremely cool concept to like bring almost Lovecraftian rules to Abrahamic like religions. It like specifically Christianity, I think is the one that presents itself most. I'm saying Abrahamic because I don't really in my head, like if I think about it I could probably figure it out, but in my head I don't have necessarily a distinction between Christianity and like Catholicism. Like they're very similar. I know they hate that, but like what do you want from me? But yeah, I love that. Like those two guys are very good, like spooky indie games developers for sure. I love their junk. I love their garbage. It's so good, dude. Like the Squirrel Stapler guy and Yames, very cool. Like Discovered My Body and stuff. It's very cool. But I guess the reason I wouldn't do that is because I do have a certain lingering of like, of like I feel weird about religion. I have like I would argue like religious trauma like light. In the sense that I wasn't like necessarily in the worst situations, but it like, you know, enough to feel weird about a lot of things. And I can personally handle it, but also I don't wanna present the game as like necessarily a dissection or like a criticism of religion if that's not the intention. I have this sneaking feeling that it is, by the way it's presented again. Like, I was like, oh, what is this? Like, because at first it feels like almost a nod to just in general religious practices and like, oh man got lost by science. I was like, yeah, I don't like that sort of stuff because like, I don't know, it feels very judgmental. But then I realized like the point very much is, especially in later games, not so much in Discover My Body, but especially in later games, that feeling of like, oh fuck yeah, like just presenting in quotation marks well-known religions as this kind of like very like Lovecraftian unknowable thing, which to me makes sense, but it's also like, again, I would have to read a little bit more like I would have to check and like, you know, do my due deal, make sure that everything is cool with games, and like then I would consider it for sure. But I do love his games. Like, I do think there's something there that I haven't seen before for sure. Like, we've all seen Lovecraftian horror in the sense of like, the unknowable, the big, the you know, the universe, whatever. Like, and that is scary. But there's something about applying that to just God in general, like the Abrahamic God, that just feels so interesting. I enjoy it so much. It's so interesting. It's such an interesting take on it. That said, again, love those games, but kind of the reason I haven't played them is because I kind of want to make sure my interpretation of it is like close enough and I'm not actually, you know, like misinterpreting something that I'm seeing, that it's like a big deal. It's hard to describe. I worry a lot about like some topics on stream because again, I have a very specific space that I want to curate, and I don't want to be like, I know it's just us 5 little guys just hanging out. In this case we're 5 this time. But it's usually just us little guys just hanging out, and I get that. So I'm not necessarily worried, like I'm not a big audience boy. I get that. But at the same time, it's like I still feel somewhat responsible, like for whoever like lands on like my streams, right? And I want to be callous about that. Again, and also again, I have a strong reaction on things. It's hard to describe, but like, I'm the kind of person that feels really bad when I have to like, when I'm trying to get like a Tamagotchi or whatever, and I have to like I have to ignore it for a little bit to get a different one. I feel bad about that. The reason I twice now, the reason I got like the perfect pets that like live the longest is because like I don't feel good like ignoring them. I know they're just pixels little guys, but my primate brain is like, that's your friend. How could you do that to your friend? And I know, like my higher intelligence brain is like, this is just pixels. It's just pixels on a screen. It's just pixels on a screen. They don't feel anything. It's just literally like a digital clock in the shape of a little creature. But then my monkey brain is like, no, that is your friend. You can't do that to your friend. So, you know, I'm struggling with that. And that's me on every game. The reason I could fucking never do the genocide route. I don't feel any sort of way about people doing it. I know people were very weird for a little while about like people doing the genocide route and being like, oh, you playing the game wrong and you're a bad person. I never did that. Never ever did that. Not even when the game came out and it was just a little baby, a baby of 20 years old. But like not even then, right? But I personally I can't do it. I would cry about it. I'm gentle. I'm a gentle, soft soul. Kinda. It's hard to explain. We contain multitudes. I'm a punk little freak that gets angry and could beat someone up, but I'm also a gentle little guy. Listen, again, we contain multitudes. I'm looking for a specific layer. Hang on, I'm just gonna duplicate it. It's gonna be. Oh no, actually, I'm a dummy. I'm a big dummy. I could just make a folder. Put them both there. Then make a layer from folder. That would be easier because I don't have to worry so much about it. I'm just gonna. There you go. And I'm gonna blur this again. Now that it's a little cleaner, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna blur this again, and now I'm gonna clean it, which means I need another brush. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else goes through that. Or like, it's hard for me to explain. And I don't wanna sound like, oh, I'm so good. But it's a weird, again, it's a weird hyper like. I'm sensitive sometimes, especially to certain things. Like, I can hear like something bad happen to a shitty person. I'm like, oh, that sucks. But like, okay. But it's also kind of like, but if I hear something bad happen to like a child or an animal, I get really sad. I get really sad because in my head it's like, oh my god, like you don't have the you know, the cognitive like things to process things, or if you're an animal you don't even understand what's happening. Like, and that makes me sad. That makes me really sad because it's like, that must be so scary. Like whenever, like if you're a kid or a person and you get lost, like you know you're lost and you can like do something about it, you can get help or whatever. But if you're a pet that's lost, whenever I see like lost pets, I get like insanely distressed about it because it's like, oh no, they don't know what to do. Because they're a creature. Doesn't make any sense. I feel like it makes sense, but at the same time I'm like, but yeah, that applies for me to mostly everything. I'm the kind of person that feels bad when I treat like characters bad on a game, like legit. So again, seeing like games with topics that are particularly gut-wrenching, it's something I can personally deal with, but I would have a reaction like in public, and I don't like, not necessarily a bad reaction, but you know, I would feel sad. I don't know if that's a good energy for a stream. Yeah, some stuff can be touchy depending on the person and media they watch. Personally, not a fan of child endangerment and SM. Yeah, same. It's kind of why I am so intrigued specifically by mouthwashing, because it touches subjects that I would personally find. I do find them disturbing, but I would personally just feel shaken by in most scenarios of like something similar being shown to me. Yet mouthwashing does it, I think, so. It's not even gentle because it does have a lot of gore in it, but it has so much respect for the subject and it doesn't like just fuck around with it, right? For all of the subjects that it tackles, it has so much like love for it, in the sense of like understanding why it's fucked up, all of it, but also like not necessarily dehumanizing every aspect of it to the point that it feels just so real, but also like it doesn't feel like a show, that it doesn't affect me in the same way. I don't have that thing in my head that's like, oh no, that must fucking suck, and that is almost secondhand traumatizing, right? I don't have that with mouthwashing, and I'm again, as someone who avoids things with like that sort of stuff because it affects me, it's weird for me that mouthwashing does not affect me in that way. It affects me in a more gentle way. I feel almost comforted by the way it's being told. Like I feel almost like comforted by the catharsis of the whole situation. Mouthwashing is so beautiful in that. It's weird. I don't wanna. It's weird to say. To me, it's almost a cozy game, in the sense of like it's comforting. It hurts, but it's comforting in its catharsis, which is not something I can say about a lot of things that tackle similar topics. Like in general, but there's something about it, and I don't know if it's the fact that it's first person. It's a game that you're playing as like basically the main perpetrator, but not perpetrating. Like you're not in control while the perpetrator perpetrates, right? But at the same time, it's weird. I would have to like really analyze like why I feel that way about it, and I'm too dumb for that. I don't know if I'm smart enough for that one, but I could try. But I would definitely have to like really think about it, you know. Sorry, I was gonna blur this. I forgot. I got so in my my little spiel that I forwore my job. I don't think my watching is for me, but you can get into it. All the power to you. Yeah, no. Listen. I understand. I don't think it is for everyone at all. I don't think it's like if certain topics like get to you, I absolutely understand why my mouthwashing would be a bit too much for a lot of people. But again, it almost feels like you know what it feels like? It almost feels like a Greek tragedy in a sense. There's something there. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing so far. Thank you! Also, welcome, Merly. Welcome to stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you like it. I'm doing the cleanup now. That's why it's all blurry. I blur it so it's easier for me to like fill in the gaps of the sketch. I talked about it before. I got this tip from someone on Twitter that made a little tutorial. I don't remember who it was. One day I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna say their name. But for now, I don't remember. But like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Yeah, and talking about mouthwashing. But yeah, the thing about like, again, what I want to dissect. It's not so much the topics that mouthwashing tackles, but why I feel almost comforted by the way they are told. Did you enjoy your pasta? Also, welcome back, Mauri. Did you enjoy your pasta? What kind of pasta did you eat? I think I'm gonna go for the G pen. It's probably gonna be best. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, it's a bit too thin. That's probably okay. I'm gonna save this real quick. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Merly. Good luck, Anthony! Sorry, I'm just looking at this. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, spaghetti, added some eggplant and onions. Oh, that's good. That's yummy. I'm not too much big of eggplants. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're a little gummy. I do like eggplants milanesa. Milanesa de berenjena, I do like that. My grandpa used to make some. He used to put honey. He used to put honey in those, and they tasted super good. I just realized I'm working the wrong layer anyways. I was gonna lower the opacity of this anyways. There. That's a little better. I should see better now. Oh, hi! Hi, Adam. Hello. Don't worry, it's okay. Speaking of pasta, did you heard adulterated shredded cheese? What? Adulterated shredded cheese? What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, also, hello, Adam. Wait, no, but what? Modi, what? No, explain. Modi, explain. What are you talking about? Adulterated cheese? What? What happened to the cheese? What are you talking about? I love the eyelashes on male characters so much. Me too! Me too! Me too! Me too! Me too! Yeah! You get it! You get it! You get me! You get me, Merly! Merly, you get it! Yeah, it was on the news. Okay, but what was on the news? Give me more information. I don't watch the news. What happened to the cheese? But also, yeah, Merly. I love eyelashes on like most characters, male characters specifically. They look so good. I know, to me it just like implies like makeup. I don't want to add too many lines because he does have a lot of face lines, and I feel like with the eye closed, it doesn't feel necessary to add an extra eyelash, especially because with the little face line here, like two little smile lines that he has. Okay. Exactly, yeah. They are recalling some cheapo shredded cheese and sandwich cheese. Not Lato approved. Oh, fuck. And they're doing product recall. The cheap cheese is not safe to eat, apparently. Damn. I didn't know that. That's new. That rarely happens here. We're pretty safe with that. That's insane. Was it made here? Was the cheapo cheese made here? Was it made in Argentina? Cause like if it was made here, like I would be extra surprised. Like it can happen for sure, but I'd be extra surprised. But if it was made in Argentina, they are going more lax on their food, like on their food, like, you know, rules. What's it called? Regulations. That's the word, because you know they want to be gringo so bad. But yeah, they're going a lot laxer on their food regulations, so I wouldn't be super surprised about that. Yeah, it was made here. That's insane. Lots from Nueva Helvecia, which is kind of crazy because Colonia is famous for good quality cheese. That's true. but from all over the country. That's insane. That's insane. That's so crazy, actually. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. What did they find in the cheese? Like, is it like fungus? Like, or do you not know? Like, did they find, like, I don't know, mercury? Like, what is it? Damn, I did not know that. That's insane. That's insane that it was made here also. That's crazy. We're super like, we're super uptight with food regulation here because we like export so much of it. That's insane. I'm actually super like flabbergasted about that. I need water. I gotta take a sip. Water. I was so thirsty. That's crazy. I wonder what the hell happened. I wonder if they went laxer on regulation on the last like, you know, government thing, and like now they're back to their old tricks. I don't know. Oh, that's so weird. I'm gonna have to read about that. How many products were recalled? I hope I didn't buy any. That's insane. I know you keep saying it. And people will probably feel weird about me like saying that, but the thing is, like, again, we are notoriously careful with that shit. So it's weird. It's weird. I've never in recent memory, I haven't seen stuff get recalled. Especially not like agrarian, like, you know, fucking milk or animal based junk, because again, we are stupid careful with that shit because we export meat and dairy products because that's our main like source of income. We take better care of the fucking cows than we do ourselves. Gelatin and colorants. Ah, agargenet. Oh, that's insane. But also but also it's a little funny that shit is like normal other places, like having that those ingredients. It's a little funny. But that's insane. That is insane. That's insane. What happened? If I was a safe product, but the collagen was in too high a concentration, and it had no milk? Fuck me, dude. That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. Again, I feel like people outside won't understand like how crazy that is. That you decide to put no milk on your fucking milk product here. Again, where there's more cows than people. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. I'm still, I don't want to be like, oh, that's crazy, chat, but like, you don't get it. It's kind of weird. Like I'm not gonna say that shit doesn't happen here because it happens everywhere, right? But that shit doesn't usually happen here. Like, it's rare enough for me to have this reaction. Listen, that's weird. crazy. I'm glad they noticed and they recalled it. Like, that means the things in, like, you know, that means the regulations in place work because, like, they're getting recalled, right? Like, it's crazy. I'm losing my mind about it. So far, 12 brands have been recalled? Fuck! That's crazy. That's crazy. I just bought cheese. I'm gonna have to check. Damn! That's insane! That's insane. So many brands being recalled, it does make me feel that they were getting away with it. And now that people are cracking down on food safety, I feel like their luck just ran out. I feel like that's probably what's been happening. I have like a vague sense of that. I could be wrong. I don't trust any fucking politicians, but it feels like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It feels like that. It feels like that, especially when, like, the previous, like, fucking environment person that was, you know, in charge of the environment was like, yeah, Google, you can pollute, come pollute for free. We won't tax you. What? You need all of our water for your shitty fucking chatbot? Go ahead. It's not like there's been a historic drought. And in a historic drought, like, there's never been a drought like this in the past 70 years. Go ahead. You know what I mean? So I feel like listen, when people like that do things and you see it, I feel like it wasn't just there, it was probably happening in food too. You know what I mean? And now that that's not there, they might be cracking down on it again. Again, I could be wrong. It could be, like, it could just be bullshit, but, like, it feels like that. Let me send you the article so you can check it later and be shocked at the cheese. Yes, please, so I can check what brands I shouldn't eat. What time is it? Oh, it's pretty early still. Damn, it's raining. It's only raining all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm quiet all of a sudden. I'm just thonking. I'm just thonking about the cheese. Did you send me the article, Mauri? No, not yet. That's it. That's probably Mauri with the article. Let me check again. Yeah, there it is. Damn. Un peligro. Queso. Oh fuck. Okay, but it's just. Baby, quiero queso roñoso. Okay, they're not even taking it seriously. Shut up. No aptas para consumo y que no pueden venderse en el departamento. So, just in the city. Uh-oh. Just in like the state in quotation marks. A lot of fake cheese around. That's funny. What the fuck do you call it? Fake cheese. Mamita, Las Palmas, Doña Carmen, Don Raúl, Doña Teresita, Nueva Helvicia, Regio, Colonia, La Vaquita, Que Somos. It's pretty good. Oh, that's where they're made. Sartore. I don't think the cheese I bought is any of those, and also I don't buy shredded cheese. I don't think. Like, it's very rare when I buy shredded cheese. Okay, who still hasn't made the edit? Sure, you can send it over. You can send it over on you can send over the one you did make on coffee. I'd love to see it. Also, don't worry, I get it. Trust me. Like, I'm still working on this one, so you can imagine. I get it. Life gets in the way sometimes, and I appreciate everyone being so patient with me. Honestly, I've never taken this long on commissions. Like, I never in my life. I had what you call like a couple hang-ups or stuff, like, not hang-ups, slip-ups, stumbles, I don't know. I had times where, like, I got a bit delayed, but never like this. And the fact that everyone's being so, like, give me so much grace, I really appreciate, honestly. Like, everyone I owe commissions to, they're waiting patiently and being kind about it, and I, again, very much appreciate it. I will. Thank you for sending the thing when you send it. I'd love to see it. But, like, yeah. I appreciate it, like, to hell and back. It's hard sometimes. Again, I never had this big a delay. This is a big one. And I feel like also because I have repeat customers, that a lot of people know that this is a normal, and they are giving me grace because of that. Also because they know they will get their commissions, like, eventually. They'll definitely will get them. They see me working on them, and, like, the streams are there, right? So they know I'm working on it. So I feel like that also helps. Like, it does calm my nerves a little bit too, but also, like, it was a mixture of both the fact that my dog needed some help, and also my pewter breaking, and also like but one of my rooms caught fire. Like, it's been a year, to say the least, and I feel like people get that. But, like, yeah, like, it's been tough. Like, again, I've had delays before, but never this, like, big a delay. Never months of delay. Like, at most a month. At most. And that was, like, a hard, like, that was weird for me to like experience. Who's sending me stuff? Is it more cheese, Maori? Are you sending me more cheese? Oh no, that's just you, Merly. Thank you. I'll watch it after stream, I promise. I'll watch it when I'm done with this. Batman. Ooh, that's my tummy. My tummy just did a little grumble. I'm not that hungry. What the hell is that grumble for? Shut up. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but Jesus. I felt it. Like, again, I'm not even that hungry. I don't know where that came from. I kind of wanted to follow the kind of the shapes. I think I overshot it here. What's happening? There we go. They don't know I'm watching. Oh, hello! The plan is working. Shut up. Shut up, Gaston. Fuck you. How are you doing? Hello. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming to stream. Thank you for coming to Space Stream. How are you doing? Stop! Who's sending me stuff? Stop it! Okay, that's Dad. Shut up. Shut up, Dad. You guys don't hear about the adulterated shredded cheese? Yes, send him the article if he hasn't seen it. Apparently there's been queso roñoso. They didn't even take it seriously in the article. That's how rare it is. Also, they're talking about fake cheese in the same article. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, is that something that should be worried about? Fake cheese? Don't buy cheap cheese. It's not cheese. It has not been tested. We only know the ingredients from one of the cheese, and they recalled 12 brands. I have not. Damn, I can't believe you didn't hear about the shredded cheese. It's adulterated shredded cheese. Mauri, send him the article. Send him the article. Mauri will send you the article. Hopefully. I'm making a lot of promises on his stead. But yeah, it's insane. I'm still flabbergasted about it because again, we have such big like laws about like food safety and regulation. Like we take that shit seriously here. I haven't heard of anything getting recalled in forever. This is a new shit. Which again, it does mean that the things in place are working because it got recalled, right? So it does mean like the safety measures are still in place. But like, cheese. Or cheese, am I right? Oh, hello Nat! From your evil nap! No, listen, okay, this is just spring has sprung, remember? That's true. But yeah, here, okay, it's an inside joke that I have with Nat. Whenever I'm asking if they have to work, I ask them if they have to evil work because their work is evil, because going to work is evil, because having a job is evil, because jobs are evil, because they make you go, and that's evil. Chat. No, my chat! Thank you. Yeah, you killed it! It was working fine, and then you showed up, and it was like, nope. You killed it with your evil nap! I'm connecting it. Hang on, let's see if I can pull this off. But yeah, the inside joke is like, yeah, I started calling like, I ask Nata like, oh, do you have to go to evil work? And yeah, and after that I started just calling everything that Nata does evil. Hey, evil friend, do you have to go to evil work? I don't have to evil work, I can evil play. And you can just say that. So Nata now took an evil nap. I'm pretty sure, and I might be making a lot of assumptions here, but I'm almost certain that it became a clutch and a sort of like vocal steam for both of us. I'm almost certain. It was my fault, I did that, but like... I'm almost sure that that's exactly what happened. Okay, it should be connected now. I revived it, I think. Yeah, there it is! The evil chat is back! The evil chat is evil back. Yeah, evil stim. Right? Yeah! That's a good one. Oh, I kind of want to... There's so many people today. I kind of want to tell everyone about the snath room. Because there's so many people. Everyone needs to know about the fucking snath room. We got to talk about it with, with my partner Adam. And I need everyone to know about snath room. So, Mauri and I are looking into visiting Nata in Chile. And so... Sorry, I'm laughing already, but you need to listen. You need to listen! You need to listen. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready for the snath room. You're not ready. I miss my snath room. You're not ready for this snath room. I know I'm already laughing, but you need to listen. We were talking about it. I was like, because okay, yeah, the most expensive thing would be like a hotel room, right? And I was like, oh, I don't think we need to worry about that because like Nata told me that if we ever like go there, like we can stay with them, and like they have their own place, so it should be fine. And Mauri was like, yeah. And then I remember I was like, then again, they do have this snath room. And I was like, what? You know, the bathroom where they keep snails. And Mauri was like, what were you talking about? Like, Nata keeps snail in their bathroom. We call it the snath room. And I don't think I ever seen Mauri's face so, like, upset. Like, emotionally upset. Not mad, like... just in general upset. And so Marty says to me, like, okay, so this is what we'll do. You stay with Neta in this Nether room. and I get like a hotel room, and I'm like, no. You stay with Neta in this Nether room. So we made a deal that none of us stay in this Nether room, and we just pay for a fucking hotel or like an Airbnb. But then Neta caught wind of that. He was mad. He was just disappointed. I think you're right. I think he was disappointed. Anyway. So on top of that, right? Neta later catches wind of that, and they are so offended by the fact that we're not staying in their snathroom house. You know, like, we want to deal with this snathroom, and they're like, I don't even have a snathroom anymore. I don't know what their snails are. No, the bathroom doesn't have snails anymore. I was like, where are they? And they tell me, I don't know. And that's worse. Listen, that's fucking worse. What do you mean you don't know where snails are? They left, they say, but like where? I don't think that's better. Now there's surprise snails in the house. They're not even contained anymore. So that's the story of the snath room. Neta kept snails in the bathroom. We called them the snath room. And that is the worst thing I've ever heard about, and I need to tell everyone all the time about it because it makes me so upset. It shakes me to my core. This snath room shakes me to my fucking core. It's the worst. Anyway, now everyone knows about this snath room. All 8 people in stream know about this snath room, and I'm so sorry. They liked it there. It was the humidest place in the apartment. But you fucking keep snails in your bathroom. It was gonna be way more humid outside, trust me. Jesus Christ. I hate snails. They're gross, but they didn't like it enough to stay. Yeah, now there's surprise snails everywhere. What have you unleashed? What have you unleashed on humanity, Neta? Now there's snails. Fucking snath room. I'm so mad at the fucking snath room, dude. Oh, by the way, anyone who is also snail went out for the winter. I think they've been gone for like a year, so I don't think they're traveling. I think they either left or again surprise snails. And I remember Mauri told me like, why don't they have a terrarium? And I was like, I don't know. And Nata was like, they don't like the terrarium. I'm over here like, I'm No, I remember you told me like I miss my snails, and I was like, not enough, I don't think. You don't know where they are. Like, you don't know if they left. You're assuming they left. You just lost them. In my head, you lost the snails. They're lost. I fucking hate snails so much. Oh god. Sorry about it. Yeah. Sorry about the yawn. Jesus. I had to take a little yawn. I was so flabbergasted I had to yawn. Blake, listen! What the hell, Nat? I think that's better. I thought that translates a little better. I think my problem is like I can't end the line there because it just makes a little tangent that I don't like. I think that's better actually. Yeah. Scargot. 3 pixels might have got to them. I don't think bunnies eat snails. That's also something Modi said! Modi was like, but bunnies don't eat snails. Like, trying to find a justification for your fucking snath room. Have you seen my nail clipper? I can't find it. No, I have not. What are you talking about? Why would I know where your fucking nail clipper is? Or are you making a little joke? Are you referencing something, or are you like asking me? Check under your couch, I guess? This is my snath room. Sorry, Anton. The snails took the clipper. They sure did. You know what? I believe it. I believe it. It's in the snath room. It's in the snath room, and the snails left with it. No! Oh no. Come on, man. I'm trying to work on the commission. But yeah, the fucking snath room. My life is worse because of the snath room. Every now and then I remember it. Every now and then I remember the snath room. And I get sad. Not sad. I feel a mixture of feelings that are hard to describe. It feels like I'm living through some sort of historic event, and I don't like it. That's how it feels like. That's how this snath room feels to me. I'm having trouble. I think I'm gonna plan a bit more the shape of like the little wavy bits of that. Yeah, what you feel is, whoa, nothing is organic and evil. I can't believe. It's called being in awe, sweaty. No! Listen. I've been in awe before. That's not what I'm feeling. I've been in awe. I can't describe that. This isn't awe. This is I can't find it. You go check. It's just getting up, going all the way to your fucking neighborhood to look for your fucking nail clipper. That would be funny, admittedly. That would be very funny, admittedly, if it wasn't so fucking late. That would be very funny. In you know it. Nat, I said something the other day when my bandwidth was dying that I think you would appreciate. I went, no, my bandwidth! And then I said, no, my bandween! And I think you would appreciate that. I thought you wanted to, I thought you would have liked to know that. That is also something that I accidentally brought upon myself and Nata. The fact that I saw a post on Tumblr, and that's always a bad idea, right? But like, I saw a post on Tumblr that was someone saying like unhollows your ween for Halloween, and then it was just a picture of a sad cat screaming my ween, and it just stayed with me forever. Now every time I hit something, or like I hurt myself accidentally with something, I say my ween, and I think that's, and it's just part of my lexicon now. So and when Nata and I play Super Bunny Man, whenever we get gotten by the spikes, especially near the crotch of the characters, I scream my ween, and we just like, that's just what happens now. That's just our life now. Words are fun. I love fucking around with words. It's very funny. It's very funny to just like grab, how you say, like normal words and or phrases and like mispronounce them or just say stupid garbage. I think it's beautiful to be able to do that, right? I think my problem, there we go, now it looks more freely. I was like, I think my problem is that it doesn't have enough like layers, a little like, by the way, freaks, you beautiful freaks that get me, you freaks. Has anyone seen the Knights of Winnebeer? Because I'm in love with that shit. I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I'm so happy that it exists. It's surprisingly poignant. Poignant? It has a pretty strong messaging, is what I mean. And I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it, and I do like most of the things Dana Terrence makes. But this is in a different like level of like just trusting the viewer a lot, I feel, with what they're showing you, right? I found it. Yada! Yay! Okay, but did you watch the Knights of Winnebeer though? Because it's good. I liked it. How did I do this again? Let me check. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? think I'm just making too clean of a curve in the dress, and that's why I'm struggling a little bit. But yeah, I loved it. I loved that pilot. It felt, you could tell that it was directed by someone who worked on television, because how well paced it was. Like, you could tell it was made by people who have made things that need to be, you know, fucking 25 minutes or whatever, right? It's well paced. It's well paced. Up a bit. What am I missing? So that's what's messing up my perspective a little bit. Sleeve. The sleeve bit should be a little lower. As well, the top of the shoulder should be something like that. So this is not the point of it. I should like imply that it's there, right? There we go. Okay, so I think that kind of shows it. Okay. I think it's looking. I haven't yet gotta do it by Monday. I hope it's not that much of a nerd show. I'm not pay attention kind of guy. No, I don't think it's a nerd show. I think you can just look at it. Like, I think it's a you can just watch it and not think too hard show, but like, you're probably gonna enjoy it way more if you at least think a little bit about like the parallels in the real world. But it on its own is still fun. It's not so much, oh, it has secrets in it, as much as it has more of a commentary than secrets, you know? That's what I mean when I say like I feel like it trusts the viewer a lot. Like it doesn't feel at all condescending the way that it's like showing stuff. Let me sculpt my lines a little bit. I need to fix some things. Having to think very shit. You should. Nata, have you watched the Knights of Winnebeer? It's a newest glitch production. It's 2D and it was directed and mostly made by conceptualized by Dana Terrence. Dana Terrence of Owl House fame? Yeah, that's the one. It's honestly a scathing critique of like the fucking animation industry, plus a super cool story with super cool characters. So I'm into it, honestly. Like I hope independent animations can unionize fairly soon, because that would be useful for everyone, honestly. Yeah, I saw it. I said it was amazing, right? It was super cool. It was super good. I loved it. I loved the characters. The pacing was super good, and to me, that again, that has a lot to do with the fact that it was made by TV people and people who are used to, you know, to cut shit out until it fits, right? I'm just struggling with a fucking, like, arm sleeve so much. Ah, there we go. It's because I was, like, putting up too high. That's better. There we go, that's nicer. Yeah. That makes sense. So now what I do is I mess around with the lines, add thicker lines depending on where my fucking sketch is, like a little like messy and thicker, because that implies like, you know, lane weight and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And for that I do need to duplicate the layer so I don't fuck anything up. nothing. I was thinking of doing a little bit of like web fishing before finishing stream, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'm honestly very hungry and sleepy. So maybe next time. I did want to get at least the line art for this done, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this line art, and I'm gonna start cleaning up the other two. Not clean up, because those can be a little sketchy, like this one's. Wait, where are they? Where are you? I'm so sorry. Where are you, baby? Baby girl. Where you at? But not this ones. This ones are already like clean in quotation marks, because those are not necessarily part of the commission. Just a little extra bit for client, for Merly, because I like giving little extras to my clients. But I'm gonna, when I find it, wherever the fuck it is. Where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Is you here? Nope. I'm still looking. Where are you? Ah, there we go. So this one. Oops. Yeah, so like this one. And this one. I'm just gonna clean them up a little bit. Not clean them up, more like just like make a cleaner-ish sketch. Just to have it. And that's it. But this is the line art I wanted. I wanna like fully get good before I fuck up. Before I fuck off. Not fuck off, fuck off. Right now I only murders in the building, and that's it. The enemy has ended. What? Stop deleting your messages, you weirdo! What did you delete? What happened? Says doesn't want to think when watching show, watches murder mystery. Fair enough. But only murders in the building. I only saw maybe one episode or something because my dad was watching it, and like I sneaked a peek in the background, but I wasn't that interested, to be fair. I don't know how much of a murder mystery. I mean, I guess it is mostly a murder mystery, but I don't know if that's why people watch it. Yada yada. Yada yada. I feel like I probably shouldn't be using fully black lines. I think I should probably have a little bit of a gray area. Kind of to add some depth to the whole thing, right? Maybe more towards blue. Yeah, that's a cooler color. But yeah, I think after I round up the line weight and stuff and I clean up the scratchiness a little bit, I'm gonna call it a night. I spent most of the stream on this, and that's okay. 3 hours is good. It's a good amount of like work. And I might just be painting it and finishing on my own time like I did the other one. So I have time to work on it. Definitely next Monday I'm not as spent and we can play some web fishing. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of like web fishing in the scripty because I don't wanna lie and I don't feel like playing web fishing tonight. Again, I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy little man. It's been 3 hours. There you go. Play with by fishing. Uh-oh. 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 SpaghettiOs, when did that happen? When did it start happening? When did it start dying? It can't have been that long ago. I haven't seen it. Okay, it wasn't that long. I don't think it skipped too much. That's new. That's a new one. That's a new one. Hang on. Let me... Everybody calm down. Everybody calm the hell down. Calm down, everyone. Listen. If you can still hear me. If nothing is skipping or buffering too much. What I am gonna say now is, hang on, I'm gonna change the internet. Just a second, I'll be right back. You don't panic, Nata will ban you. I'm back! Okay, I think I did my little trick that whenever the internet gets stupid, I just change it to another, like, to another Wi-Fi spot, and, like, hopefully that helps for now. Eventually I will get the Ethernet cable, and with all my other, like, little technologies that I'm acquiring, it's gonna be a lot better for everyone. With my new microphone arm and junk. It's gonna be great, boys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great, dude. You guys are gonna love it. Also, when I get like my tablet arm and junk, that's also gonna kick ass because my knees are not gonna hurt anymore. Hopefully. He's not here anymore, but I need everyone to like to thank Anthony, because Anthony like single-handedly funded that, and I appreciate that so much. Because I thought like, oh, that's gonna take like, you know, a couple weeks, maybe the rest of the month, a couple of weeks to like get that money to like buy the ergonomic arm for the tablet, and here comes Anthony like, no, your niece must be saved. I got me a couple of dollars for that, and single-handedly basically funded most of the thing, and I appreciate that so much, dude. So everybody thank Anthony. They single-handedly saved my knees. My ween is saved. I told you I can't stop. we go. Someone think of the Wii. Yeah. But like, I appreciate that so much, dude. Anthony also streams. If you guys wanna support him, you can like follow him. He streams like PlayStation games. Nada, you're my moderator today. Could you do me a favor and post like Anthony's channel like link so people can subsnurb? Could you do me that favor? Or are you evil BC? What? I wasn't listening. I said Anthony single-handedly saved my niece, and if you guys want to support him, he also streams. And if you could do me a favor and post his like channel link, he also streams on Twitch. Or are you evil busy? That's what I said. Since you're my moderator today. Oh, okay. Yeah. In case anyone wants to support him, because again, I appreciate it. Like, if you like, give him a subsnurb. Give him a subsnurb. There we go. Yeah. He streams basically the days I don't. So yeah. Thank you, Nat. And when I want to do something nice for him, like he's been a real one. Like he's been a real one for sure. Like again, single-handedly saved my niece. I think I'm mostly done. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna kind of like sculpt the lines a little bit more. Just so I don't have to worry too much about cleaning them. Okay, I think that gives it quite a bit of texture. I think I need to get rid of some of this detail. It's a bit much. Just a little bit, you know, enough. I think that's good. Okay. Baby boy, can you sing happy birthday to Isa? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Are you guys still around? Sorry, I was paying attention to my drawing because I was finishing. I can sing happy birthday to Isa. You want it in Spanish or English? How you want it? How you want birthday song? Spanish or English? Again, sorry, I'm just looking at it. I was focusing on draw. Oh my god, not my dad with the fucking loud ass TV. Okay, let's do it in Spanish. Why not? Let's chastise the gringos. Why the hell not? Isa, que los cumpla feliz, que los cumpla feliz, que los cumpla feliz, Isa. Que los cumpla feliz. Woo! Happy birthday, Isa. Enjoy your birth. I can't believe you just got born. Damn. That must be exhausting. I'm trying something, by the way, like, that's why I'm quiet. Yay! I hope you have a good birthday, Isa. Yeah, I think that helps a little more. Adjust the... depth, you know. Yay. Okay, I think I'm good. I think this good. I think this is mostly fine. If I add something else later, maybe or maybe not, I'll probably just color it, but it's mostly done. It's mostly done. It's fairly clean by now. The framing is good. I like it. I like it. It looks good. So I think I'm gonna call it. Sorry, I'm not gonna play web fishing tonight. I'm just eepy and hungry. God, I'm so hungry, dude. I'm terribly hungry. So I'm gonna eat. Now let me get in my prison to say bye to you guys proper. Hang on. Back to my prison, where I belong. Bop, boo boo beep. Beep boo bop. There. Let's see if that's good enough. Yeah! There I am. There I is. Ready to say bye-sies to all my boys. So... disappears. Listen, I moved between dimensions to get into this prison right here. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good start of your week. Better than mine, at least. I hate Mondays, but here we are. We got a lot done. Sorry for no web fishing boing. Like, that's how it is sometimes. I'm Ippy and Hongi, and we gotta take care of ourselves sometimes. Just little guys that need caring. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on Wednesday, where I'm gonna be working on some personal stuff that, you know, I wanna show up. Probably more circus animals. Yay. So yeah. Thanks everyone for stopping by. As well, little mean to crush your ship. I will do whatever the hell I want if I want to crush my ship. No, I'm kidding. Okay, everybody get out. Everybody get on my ship. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Scram. Get out. They're no more escape pods. You guys used this last time, so you guys gonna have to jump. So jump. Bye. Bye bye bye. See you around. See you around, dorks. Good night. Good night, Marley. Bye. Bye bye bye. And